Hello people of YouTube. Today we're covering the complete installation of the 52-inch Norwood ceiling fan by Hampton Bay. This is a dual mount fan, meaning that it can be hung from a standard flat ceiling with the included downrod, or it can be hung from a higher angled ceiling with an extension downrod that you'd purchase separately. The fan is damp rated, making it perfect for use in covered outdoor locations like porches and patios, but it looks great indoors as well. If you found this video, you might be stuck in your own installation and you're looking for some help and some guidance. We're here to do just that. As you can see, we've already unpacked the fan, but we're going to go through step by step the entire installation process all the way to turning it on and everything in between. But if you'd like to fast forward to a certain point in your installation, you can use the convenient links down below and that'll take you right to that point. If you like the video and you find it helpful, please click like and subscribe down below, and that'll help other people find it as well. So just a couple of notes before we get started. You want to make sure the electricity is turned off at the breaker box and at the wall switch. If you don't feel comfortable working around electricity, please consult with a licensed electrician. One other important note is if you're hanging this fan where you just have a light kit on your ceiling, you need to make sure that the outlet box is clearly marked acceptable for fan support. If not, you'll need to replace that before beginning. Alright, so just some of the cool features about this fan. It has a slide-on mounting bracket. It has AccuArm blade arms with captive screws, and it's got quick install blades that just snap right onto the blade brackets with no screws necessary. All this is going to make the installation much easier. And a couple of important notes before starting the installation. You want to note on this light kit, there's a plug here with a warning label on it. That's just saying that the fan will not operate until that plug is connected with the plug at the base of the fan. That's going to complete the circuit and power the fan. And while we have the fan motor here, you'll note this screwdriver access hole at the base of the fan. When you're attaching the blade brackets to the fan, you'll stick the screwdriver through here, and that'll give you easy access to the screws to be able to easily screw the blade brackets to the fan. So as you can see here, we've already unpacked the fan and we've opened up the manual to the parts page. We're just going to go over all the parts to make sure we have everything before beginning, and that way we don't get stuck along the way. So first up, you have the slide-on mounting bracket. That comes pre-installed inside the canopy with a decorative ring on the bottom, and we'll show you in the first step how to remove that to get started. You'll have 5 reversible quick install blades. You'll have 5 AccuArm blade arms as mentioned with the captive screws. You have the decorative motor collar cover, the ball and downrod assembly. This is the light kit, the frosted glass shade, the decorative cage for the light kit, the fan motor, has 2 included LED bulbs, and you'll have a hardware pack that has the hanger and locking pin, the pull chain extensions, and some plastic wire nuts. So we have everything here. Just a couple of tools we're going to need is a Phillips head screwdriver, some wire cutters and strippers. We like to have a line voltage tester to make sure the wires aren't live before beginning. You'll need some electrical tape, and of course a ladder. So we have everything here. We're ready to begin. Let's do this. The mounting bracket comes pre-installed inside the canopy with the decorative ring attached. To remove the mounting bracket, first pull off the decorative ring. It's magnetic, so it just pulls off. You'll notice an alignment post at the base of the canopy. You'll need to loosen but not remove the 2 screws in the base of the canopy, enough so that that alignment post can exit that hole. Once those 2 screws are loosened, you'll simply lift and twist the mounting bracket to remove it from the canopy. This fan features a slide-on mounting bracket for easy installation. The bracket has 2 keyhole slots that will align with the 2 screws in the outlet box. Simply align the slots of the mounting bracket with the screws in the outlet box and then slide to hold in place before tightening. This is just a demonstration. To install the mounting bracket, begin by using a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen but not remove the 2 screws in the outlet box. Next, feed the house supply lines through the mounting bracket and align the slots of the mounting bracket with the screws that were loosened in the outlet box. Then slide the mounting bracket into place. Then, use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten both of the outlet box screws and secure the mounting bracket. Make sure that both screws are completely tightened. Before attaching the downrod, you'll need to use a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen but not remove the 2 set screws located on the motor collar. Next, remove the rubber band holding the wires together and gently stretch the wires out. Once the wires are stretched out, it's a good idea to twist the ends together to make it easier to route the wires through the downrod assembly. Next, gently pull the green ground wire from inside the ball and downrod assembly. Then, place the canopy on the downrod so that the downrod exits the smallest hole of the canopy. Next, place the decorative ring on the downrod. Make sure the black side with the notches is facing towards the canopy. The last piece is the decorative motor collar cover. Slide that onto the downrod, making sure that the largest opening is facing towards the end of the downrod. Then gently feed the wires through the bottom of the downrod so that they exit through the ball portion. Gently pull the wires through until the downrod meets the motor collar. Align the holes with the bottom of the downrod with the holes in the motor collar at the top of the motor. Use the locking pin and hanger pin included in the hardware pack to secure the downrod to the motor collar. With the holes aligned in the downrod and the motor collar, gently insert the hanger pin through one hole of the motor collar so that it exits through the opposite side. Make sure not to jam the wires inside the downrod. Once the hanger pin is through the motor collar, secure it by placing the locking pin in the holes at the end of the hanger pin. Finish the downrod installation by securely tightening the 2 set screws in the motor collar using a Phillips head screwdriver. If installing the fan with the included downrod, it's a good idea to trim the wires before hanging. To trim the wires, measure about a foot from the end of the ball and downrod assembly and cut with a pair of wire cutters. Then strip off about 3/4 of an inch of insulation from each wire. Once the wires are stripped, twist each end to make sure that there are no loose strands. Now the fan is ready to be hung. Before hanging the fan, it's important to note the slot in the ball that will engage the tab in the mounting bracket. When hanging, you'll insert the ball into the mounting bracket and then rotate the fan assembly until you feel the slot engage the tab. This is just a close-up demonstration. To hang the fan, lift the fan assembly up to the ceiling. Note the location of the slot that will align with the tab in the mounting bracket. Insert the ball into the mounting bracket and then rotate the entire fan assembly until you feel that tab engage the slot. The fan will drop into place when properly seated. Begin wiring the fan by taking the green wire from the mounting bracket and the green wire from the ball and downrod assembly and twisting those 2 wires together. Once those 2 wires are twisted together, connect those wires with the bare copper house wire. This is the ground connection. Secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Next, take the white wire from the fan and connect that to the white wire from the house supply lines. Twist those 2 wires together and secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Finish the wiring by taking the fan's black and blue wires and twisting those 2 wires together. Once those wires are twisted together, connect those wires to the black house supply wire. This is the power connection. Secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Once all the wire connections have been made, gently tuck the wires into the mounting bracket and outlet box to make room for the canopy to attach. The canopy attaches to the mounting bracket using 2 keyhole slots on either side of the canopy that will align with the 2 screws at the base of the mounting bracket. Align those holes with the screws in the mounting bracket and push the canopy up so the screws come through the keyhole slots, and then twist to hold the canopy in place. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to tighten those screws and secure the canopy. You can tilt the fan to make extra room for the screwdriver to access the screws. Make sure both screws are completely tight. The decorative ring is magnetic. You just need to align the slots of the decorative ring with the 2 screws at the base of the canopy, and then slide the decorative ring up, and it will attach itself to the bottom of the canopy.
Before installing the blade arms, you must first remove the rubber motor stops. Insert the screwdriver through the access hole in the switch cup and unscrew the screws holding the motor stops in place. Repeat for the remaining motor stops. These pieces are just included on the fan to prevent the motor from moving during shipment. They are no longer needed once removed. The AccuArm blade arms feature a post on the blade arm that aligns with the slot in the motor for easy installation. Simply insert the post into the slot in the motor. This will align the screws perfectly. Then insert the screwdriver through the access hole in the switch cup and tighten the blade arm. Repeat this process for the 4 remaining blade arms. This fan features quick install blades for easy installation. You'll align the keyhole slots of the blade and then press down and pull away from the fan to install the blades. There's a locking mechanism that'll snap in place when the blade is properly seated. This is just a demonstration of how the blade system works. To install the blades, make sure that the blade finish that you want is facing towards the floor. Then align the keyhole slots with the grommets on the blade arm, press down and pull away from the fan to lock the blade in place. Make sure the locking mechanism snaps in place to make sure that the blades are secure. Repeat this process for the 4 remaining blades. The light kit attaches to the fan using 4 screws that are pre-installed on the top of the light kit. Those screws will align with the 4 screw holes in the black bracket at the base of the fan. Begin by using a Phillips head screwdriver to remove and save the 4 screws pre-installed on the light kit. Next, connect the molded adapter plug from the light kit to the plug from the fan by aligning the red arrows. Insert the plug from the fan into the plug from the light kit. The clip on the back will snap in place when properly connected. Gently tuck the wires into the switch cup and push the light kit up into the black bracket from the fan, aligning the screw holes. Use the screws that were removed and saved in the first step to secure the light kit to the fan. Make sure all 4 screws are completely tightened before proceeding. The fan includes 2 LED bulbs. Install the bulbs into the light kit by screwing the bulbs into the light kit sockets. The light shade uses a twist lock system to connect to the fan. There are 3 flat sides on the light shade that will align with the 3 nubs inside the light kit pan. Align the flat sides of the light shade with the 3 nubs in the light kit pan, then press the light shade up and twist clockwise until tight. The decorative cage attaches to the light kit pan using 2 keyhole slots and a standard screw hole. Those will align with the 3 screws that are pre-installed on the light kit pan. Begin by first removing and saving one of the 3 screws using a Phillips head screwdriver. Once that screw is removed and saved, just loosen the 2 remaining screws. Once those 2 screws are loosened, lift the decorative cage up to the light kit pan and align the keyhole slots of the cage with the 2 loose screws, and then push up and twist to engage those screws. Insert the screw that was removed and saved into the standard screw hole of the decorative cage and completely tighten using a Phillips head screwdriver. Once that screw is tight, completely tighten the 2 remaining screws. Make sure all 3 screws are completely tightened. Remove the twist ties from around the pull chains on the fan. The pull chain extensions are located in the hardware pack and easily snap onto the ends of the fan's pull chains. Attach both pull chain extensions. The fan is controlled by pull chains. Pull the light chain once to turn the light on, and again to turn it off. Pull the fan pull chain once for high speed, twice for medium speed, 3 times for low speed, and once more to turn the fan off. This fan features a 3-speed reversible motor. The reverse switch is located right above the light shade. Switch left creates a downward airflow for use in the hotter months to create a cooling effect. Switch right creates an upward airflow to pull warm air from the ceiling and draw it into the room during the cooler months. The factory default is for a downward airflow. Make sure the fan is off before attempting to reverse the fan's direction. Congratulations! Your ceiling fan installation is now complete. Time to sit back, relax with a nice tall beverage, and enjoy your new ceiling fan. As always, thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please click like and subscribe down below, and that'll help other people find it as well. And as we always say around here, keep it breezy.